Biology. With a background in biology, the possibilities for good, well-paying, interesting, meaningful jobs is endless. Careers as biological technicians, medical researchers, medical and health service managers who inform about scientific policies and procedures, genetic counseling, a growing field, physician's assistants and nurse practitioners, teachers, biochemists, pharmaceutical and medical product sales. Many patent lawyers have a science background. The study of biology at QCC in the state-of-the-art Quest Center opens doors to these careers and more.
You know what I remember about biology? I remember the smell of formaldehyde. It smelled like victory. Of course, things have changed quite a bit since then, especially here in the multi-million-dollar cutting-edge Quest Center. But I know what you're saying. But what about the course itself? Well, for that, let's turn to Dr. Benjamin Benton. He is not only the assistant professor of biology here at QCC, but he's also an amateur historian and very involved in youth sports as a coach.
One of the important things about being in the Quest Center is sort of the hands-on science that we do here. We can give theory in lecture rooms and we can talk about genetics, but having the students actually perform genetic experiments or perform molecular biology and cell biology experiments helps reinforce those ideas by visualizing it in a different way. Plus, having the Quest Center labs allows us to expand our repertoire of skill sets that we can give our students. And having discussions with industry, we've been able to purchase equipment that we know are things that are equipment that those students will work on when they get into industry. So we're able to train them and make them better prepared for the biotech workforce when they get into it.
Whether it's doing DNA swabs, any number of experiments, or you should see what they're doing with fruit flies, mutant fruit flies with feet growing out of their head. It's amazing. But all of this, of course, is preparing you for the careers that you really want. Careers with the ability to clone yourself.
We are not cloning humans, but what we are doing is we're cloning pieces of their DNA. We're cloning their information. I like to think of DNA as being your genetic recipe book.
We live in a region that is a biotech hub. There are plentiful, good, high-paying jobs, but many of these jobs require more than just a high school education.
My plan is to get a job in probably a big pharmaceutical. I'm just pretty fascinated by the things that they do, the products they come up with, that they can figure out what causes disease and how to treat it. More than anything, I was interested in Crohn's disease. It's an issue in my family, and I was kind of hoping that someday maybe I could be involved in finding a cure for it.
There are two types of companies in central Massachusetts that are hiring at the associate level. One type of company is the big biopharmaceutical company like AbbVie, which is in Worcester. At AbbVie, they manufacture the #1 selling drug, Humira. There are a lot of small biotech companies in the Worcester area in central Massachusetts, and a lot of their job is to sort of support those big biopharmaceutical companies. And we actually have placed several internships into some of these small biotech companies here in Worcester.
Yeah, so at Lake Pharma, we're a contract research organization, which means that we partner with other companies to help them with their early drug discovery research. Here in Worcester, we have 4 different laboratories. We have a molecular biology group, which I'm a part of. We have a tissue culture lab, a protein purification lab, and an assay and analytics lab. And we're looking for scientists in all those different areas. One of the QCC students who was a summer intern and we subsequently hired is continuing his education in a 4-year program and doing that part-time while he's working here. And then we have other students who, one QCC student just completed our certificate program, and now she's working with us. And we have a third who has just finished her associate's degree and now considering her options.
Most of our classes, especially in the science labs, are capped at 16 to 20 students. This is totally different than if you were at a big state school where you might be in a class with 100 to 200 students. As a professor, having a class of 16 allows me to get to know each and one of those students. You might be struggling with this particular facet of genetics, so I can help you and concentrate on that part of it because I can recognize it because I know everybody's name I know what their strengths are. I know what their weaknesses are.
Okay, you've got it about the Quest Center and the cutting edge technology. Lower cost over those first 2 years if you do decide to go on to a 4-year university, or you're well trained to go right into the workforce. Smaller class size, labs just 16 to 20 people. And you know what? If you decide that biology isn't your career path, still a good foundation, as are all the courses here at QCC. Head to the website, check it out.